So there's something I want to show you. This is my garage. Yes, it's a mess. I haven't got around to doing this yet. But stuff has been stolen from here. All the shelves, this you see wasn't here. This is my greenhouse and they've stolen all the shelves. But that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you this. This is Manstor. Look at him just standing here all on his own with his little tail down. That's not a good I don't know, anyone who knows about chickens knows. When they've got their tail down like that, this is not a good sign, okay? Look how he's all on his own. It breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. So I've come outside to continue the video. Yeah, what's going on is that there were 4 boys, and I mean, one of them I don't even know where he is. He's the all black one. And you know, my roosters are here. 3 of them are here, but they're suffering. They're all suffering because the girls are not here. Okay. See, when the girls are here, it wasn't easy, let me tell you. It's never easy. But I had areas segregated like that, but it's a lot of work now. I need to clear it out and redo it. And of course, I'm having to cut the grass all the time and so much else. This is very, very difficult for me, but I can do that. But the girls aren't here. And I want you to think about, if you're a man watching this, I want to talk to you about Junior. So, as they're all suffering in different ways. Junior, he may be under here. Junior! No, he's not here. I don't know where the other 2 are right now. But imagine this. When he was hatched, and then when he was just like a few weeks old, his mum, me, and all the females in his whole little universe, in his whole little world, disappeared. Okay, everything changed. He stopped being fed, you know, and all he had was the boys around him. Now, I don't know exactly what happened, but what I'm telling you this is one of them's disappeared, and I don't know where he is, and I'm very worried about him. I hope he's still alive somewhere and okay. But Junior, imagine this, he was a baby basically, and now he's basically a teenager, and there are no girls, okay? And they were his friends. I mean, he slept in a box with his sister, Princess, and with another baby called Minnie, who's Domino's daughter. And they were all together in a box. So they hung out together. You know, chickens have little social groups, and they were his friends. He's the only boy of that generation. He was the only boy. And now he's quite aggressive. He's the one who keeps chasing off Manstor, which is why poor Manstor is standing there all on his own with his tail down. I mean, that's what happens a lot of the time. You know, anytime he wants to just relax, have a dust bath, you know, even come to where I'm feeding them, Junior will chase him off, okay? But all of this is a symptom of what's happened, you know, and I'll tell you something, I'm going to tell you, many times a day, I see Junior literally humping the ground, okay? So look, he's a chicken. he can't tell me what's wrong in words, but he's telling me what's wrong, okay? He's acting out, he's suffering, he's aggressive, okay? This is traumatic, what happened to them also. Also, Prince is like that. He's like way too demanding, you know. He wants me to be outside all the time. That's why he's yelling. Well, he's not doing that now, but he has been doing that quite a lot. Just doing the crowing. Okay. Look, I wonder if I can get some help here. There's got to be somebody who, well, I know that my hens were taken to a farm, and and somebody around here, I'm not going to say who, actually told me that too. And I was also told it by somebody in the Louisiana detention center. But one of the people around here actually knows which farm it is and everything. So I basically expose myself to the torture to ask them, because they're one of the people who gang stalked me, okay? And I thought I was getting somewhere, but then I mean, maybe they just realized that what I'm trying to do is get my hens back and didn't want to oblige. So look, if there's anyone around who isn't a gang stalker, who's not going to do this stupid torture, who is willing to find out where my hens are and bring them back, because they were stolen. Basically, they were stolen from me. They're my chickens. I hatched them from eggs. They're mine. And you know, a whole year out of a chicken's life is a big proportion, all right? And it's a trauma what happened to them. They were just taken away from their home, and I need them back, you know. I need them back quickly. And I also need to be able to go to the next nearest town. I think it's called Jennings. It's about half an hour away, just maybe once a month, to pick up feed, because there's no feed store in Lake Arthur. There isn't any. Okay, so this is difficult for me, all right? And I need help with this. But I'm not willing to put up with being tortured for it, frankly. I knew what I was doing when I spoke to that person, and I knew there would be, I'm not going to go into it, but I exposed myself to torture to find out about my chickens and to see if I could get them back. That's basically what I want. I want my chickens back, and I don't know how else to do it. If anyone's got any information, if anyone can be kind enough to do that, there will be something in it for you, because if you get my hens back, you will have fresh eggs every week, I promise, and you won't need to pay a penny, okay? Forever. So please think about that. That would make my life, well, probably not my life, but my rooster's life a lot happier, okay? And that's what I have to say about that. I'm really I'm just putting it out there. I really am praying that there is a kind person who's not going to harm me or hurt me in any way, who will just do this for me. At least if I have a name and address, then I can get, possibly get a lawyer to send a letter or something like that. So I need some help to get my chickens back, please, please. God bless you all. Goodbye.